Hi everyone, this is number 3 in the little 3-part series that we've made on how singing has changed from past to present. And this one is very particular because it's about children. And we have had many children come through our studio who have studied in other places and come to us with extremely seriously damaged voices, and if not damaged, on the way to being damaged. Because unfortunately, children, of course, are imitating adults, and what adults? Who are they imitating? And children, especially talented children, are really good imitators, so they will imitate anything they hear and see. And most kids today tend to go on YouTube and watch singers and listen to them and then try to sound like them and look like them. And just to recap from the first 2 videos, we started out by saying that instrumentalists in the past, particularly string players, used to talk about singing with their instruments and want to sing just like the great singers. And I don't really see how any string player today could possibly want to imitate a singer. They wouldn't be able to do that with their instruments and keep themselves balanced. So when we have singers, child singers, listening to this and imitating this, what we see is how unacceptable it is, because while an adult can do something like that and get away with it, it's really grotesque when a child does it. Let's take a look. We're showing you more than we're having you listen. And this is because if you see struggle and tension, it's present, even if you're not able to hear it. A lot of people can't hear it. It's nobody's fault. We get used to it. The most common way to sing today involves some kind of forcing of the voice. So we get used to it. And we have singers that come to us from everywhere in the world, and they all have had this same problem. And now the most vulnerable people, children, are having the same problems. And it's heartbreaking for us. So here are some visual examples from the first part, beautifully balanced faces. And then we looked at, in the second part, some unbalanced singers like these. And now young people and children. What does balance and lack of balance look like in children? If you watch children doing what adults do, you get a really clear example of what it means to interfere with nature, because kids are so natural. They are perfect already from birth. Any healthy baby can sing. If they're not influenced by bad teaching, or if they don't imitate adults, they'll just keep singing, and they'll sing into adulthood, and they'll be wonderful singers when they grow up. Sensitive, beautifully balanced children singing with their natural voices. Notice the posture in each of these children.
Mi cantar se vuelve gitano cuando es para ti. Mi cantar hecho de fantasía. Mi cantar flor de melancolía que yo te vengo a dar.
Things have changed. It's no longer like that. This poor kid, he's 10 years old. He got pushed into singing this way by people who are obviously very ambitious to make him try to sound like an adult tenor when he's a 10-year-old child. And it's terrifying, it's alarming, it's awful. He may not look as bad as some of the adults in the other videos, but believe me, it's absolutely violent what he's doing to his throat. And from what I know, he had to quit singing. We're used to seeing adults screaming, you know, and grimacing and distorting their faces. So we're used to it, yeah, we get used to it. But look at what it looks like in children. There's an adult and there's a child. Another adult and a little kid. Look at that. If you saw that little girl doing that, wouldn't you want to go and help her? She looks like she's in pain. The thing is that when you see that tension like that on the face of a child or an adult, that tension that you're seeing on the outside is happening on the inside too. That's not just play acting, that's real. That's actually going on physically. Why is that good? Look at that. Strain, pushing, grimacing. All of these children are talented. But look what they're doing. And they're getting applauded. It's heartbreaking. We've dedicated our lives to understanding how the voice works. And we love singers, and we love little child singers too. And this is just dangerous and unhealthy, and it isn't musical. We want natural balance, spontaneity, beauty, easy, free. Singing can't go on like this. We're not going to have any singers left if we let children do this to themselves. Let children do this to themselves. What am I saying? And we're teaching children to do this to themselves. They're imitating adults, and they're learning to do this in music schools. It's horrendous. It's not musical. It's not healthy. And although parents will tell us that kids like it, they want to do it, they're happy, because they're on stage and they want to perform, and you know, that's great. They're 7, 8, and 9 years old. That's why we don't let them make their decisions. You know, they might enjoy it. We've discovered that they enjoy it even more when they're balanced. And you know, a lot of people have said to us, well, yeah, but that's old-fashioned, it's old school, tastes have changed. That's not fair. It's not fair. We can't deny the physiology. You can like something, but it doesn't mean it's good for you. And this isn't. Yeah, we don't like it. Our taste is not this. That's true, but that has nothing to do with it. It's not the point. I think there are all kinds of much healthier ways to treat the voice than this. If we want to just talk about taste changing, then we're not defending vocal culture, we're betraying it. We have to return to physiology and acoustics. It's the only way to preserve real vocal culture and reverse this trend. This is terrible. It's harmful. We're not doing anyone any favors. Only through respect for nature can we return to physiological balance of the voice. We have to work with nature and not against it. That's our job. We welcome your comments and your questions. Thanks for watching.